Hi there, photography students. This is Mr. Rodriguez, and this video is for students using the desktop version of Lightroom and Photoshop. And I want to show how you can create a contact sheet and turn it into PowerSchool Learning. I'm going to start in Lightroom, and basically in Lightroom, after you've done your import, okay, you have, so here in this import, I have 157 pictures. The first thing I did is I culled my images down by using the flagging technique. So I picked, I think I have like 33 picks out of this shoot. And you can see that we're only seeing my picks because I have them filtered here, right? I have them filtered by showing only the flagged. So that's the first thing. If you are a darkroom photography student, darkroom photography students only, I ask that you guys shoot in black and white. Well, if you didn't shoot in black and white and you shot in color, I said that you can use Photoshop and Lightroom to change them to black and white. So there is an extra step if that's you, okay? If that's you, you have to click on the Develop module. I'm sorry, go back. You need to select your picture. So Command A will select them all. Click over to the Develop module, and you can easily click in this spot and do black and white. Actually, let's just do one. So I'm going to go, let's do one that's in color. So my sun here in color, click over to Develop module. And instead of having it in color here, we're going to switch this into black and white here. And that's just a little filter that it puts over the top. Okay, you can adjust it and play with it more here if you want, but really I just need you to put it in black and white. I'm going to click back over to our library mode, and you'll see black and white. I have a couple of them in here. You'll want to do that to all your pictures, so you're turning in all your composition shoot images are all in black and white. Okay, so now how do we actually get our contact sheet made? That's the key. Okay, so what I want to do here is, well, actually I'm going to show you a couple of things. One, I have all these flagged. There are 33 of them. Okay, if you only have your 11 or 12 that you want on your contact sheet flagged, then that's fine. You can move right forward. If not, like I have 33, but I only want to have 10 or 11 or 12, well, now I have to select the ones I want, okay? So if I click on the first one and then click on the next one, see how that selection only picks one at a time, right? I could click on the first one and shift click on the last one, and it'll give me all 10 of these, right? But what about if I want like this one, and then I want this one, and then I want that one, and I want this one? Well, now to do that, you have to hold the command. So you're doing a command click technique here. So I'll get one of my daughter, one of this water over here, a couple of these black and white ones, this one of my son. There we go. So we have a few pictures here, right? Now, we're moving out of the library mode and going all the way over to the print mode. So I'm in print mode across the top, and here's what we're going to do. And you're going to see yours might look like this. So the first thing is you're noticing that I have one picture showing, and it says 1 of 12. Well, 12 pictures is the number of pictures that I actually selected. If you notice down here, you could say, hey, all the pictures on the film strip, which would give me 33 pictures, right? I don't want 33. But if you only picked your 10 or 12 pictures that you have for composition, then this would work, right? So I'm going to go back and do my selected, because I selected those 12 that I want to do. Okay. Use this template browser here. Click and toggle that down. So right now you can see that it shows that we're doing a single 4x6 on a page. Well, if you go down here, I would probably use this 4x5 contact sheet. That's what makes sense to me. I'm going to click on that guy, and you can see how it fills it in. Now, we could also make a custom one. I'm trying to make this as simple as possible, so I'm just going to stick with that 4x6 4x5 contact sheet. Yeah, that's going to give me the best option right there. And you can see that they're all of the contact sheet pieces are labeled using the file name here, so you can see that. Cool. All right. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to look across here. I'm going to go to the top here, and you can see that we're doing a contact sheet You can mess with some of these. I really don't use these. If you do a zoom to fill, it's going to mess with the crop that you have chosen to use. If you do a rotate, some of them are going to be sideways. So I don't do any of that. I'm going to leave all of this like this. You can play with this if you want. This adjusts the cell size, so you can see how that works like that. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm not going to expect that you have to do any of that either. What I want to do is I want to get all the way down to this bottom section where it says print job. And yours is going to be set to printer like this. That's what it's going to look like. To make it into a JPEG, you need to change it from printer to JPEG. Leave all of this just how it is and hit print to file and label it. I'm going to say Rodriguez contact sheet. Just like that. I'm going to put it on my desktop and save it. There we go. So that's done there. It's on my desktop. I'm going to click over here and go to my PowerSchool Learning site. And guess what? Here's my assignment page. Click on the assignment. And you should be able to, down here you should have one that says, this isn't going to work for me because I'm in teacher mode. You're going to have to click on the button that says hand in and select your JPEG that's on your desktop. Easy peasy. Now, if you want to work out of Photoshop instead, so we were working out of Lightroom. If you want to work out of Photoshop, if you want to work out of Lightroom and you just followed all those steps, that's how you turn it in. You're done. Stop watching now. Okay? If you want to work out of Photoshop, though, let me show one more little demo. Okay, so we have our selected images. I'm back in library mode. Here's my selected images. I'm going to go File, and I need to export those images as a JPEG onto my desktop. So I'm going to put them on my desktop. I'm going to put them in a folder. I'm going to call that folder Atom right now. I'm just trying to do this quick, right? Actually, I'll call it Contact Sheet. Contact Sheet. And I'm going to rename them, and I'm going to call them Contact. And I'm going to number them starting with 1 in lowercase. Look, it's going to look like this. Contact 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, etc. Right? I'm going to make them JPEGs, 100% quality, and I'm going to hit export, and it's going to export those 12 files that I had selected. So far, so good? Excellent. Come on, export. Go a little faster. There it goes. Okay. Hopefully those are going to be done in just a moment. While that's going, I'm going to click over to Photoshop. So here I'm in Photoshop. I haven't created a new file or open any pictures. I'm just literally Photoshop's opening page here. What I want to do is I want to go Photoshop, and I want to say, hey, I want to automate a contact sheet down here. Click on Automate Contact Sheet. And now it does something similar where I'm selecting my images from a folder, right? Excuse me. And I'm going to choose that folder. Where is that folder? It's on my desktop, and it's called Contact Sheet, and that should have my 12 images in it. Click Open. We're going to leave it as an 8x10, 300 resolution, RGB. All of that stays just how it is. Now, I know that I have 12 pictures, so I'm going to do a column of 3 by 4 rows. It'll do an auto spacing, and we don't want it to rotate. We're going to leave them all the same, and leaving all of this just how it is. I'm going to hit OK. And look at that. There they are. Beautiful. Okay, look at that. 12 pictures on a page. All you have to do now, File, Save As, and change it from Photoshop to JPEG. And we'll just call this contact sheet 001. You can adjust this. You can put your name on it. You could say Rodriguez contact sheet, whatever. I'm leaving it like this on my desktop. JPEG, save. For something like this, you could leave it at medium quality. This is for web. that's going to make it actually open a little faster. So I would definitely do something like that, about 6 or 7 for medium. If you go large file, it's going to be a higher quality. It's going to go slower on PowerSchool Learning to open. So let's go 6, okay? And now I can go into PowerSchool Learning and I can do the turn in and find that JPEG on the desktop and drop it in, and you'll have your collage in there. Awesome. All right, that's it. If you have any questions about how to do this in Photoshop or Lightroom, send me an email or contact me in some way, and I'm happy to help. Thanks for watching, and I hope you're enjoying this first project.